Helldivers 2 is a really, really fun co-op game that I would really recommend to anybody who likes the looter shooter run and gun type style games because it is simple and fun. I mean, that's really why that there's so many people playing it. At the end of the day, I mean, more than anything, it's just fun and enjoyable to play. But recently, actually, I think yesterday they released this news that starting on the 6th of May, they're going to require everybody to be signing in through Sony and PlayStation Network to be able to get into the game. And if you don't know, it's not only on PlayStation, it's also on PC. And I don't know if it's actually on Xbox. I think it's on Xbox too, which I'm not really sure how that's going to work. But kind of is making people feel a little weird because it's like they're saying it before because it's for security purposes, but I mean, I trust these companies about as far as I can spit, and that's not very far by any means. And so it's really kind of leaving, I mean, an uncomfortable taste in my mouth, but especially people who are like religiously playing the game too, because it's like a lot of people who play on PC don't have a PlayStation, so why would they need to make a Sony account to play on PC? Yeah, it's kind of a weird predicament we're finding ourselves in here, if you, in my opinion, anyway. This article says Helldivers 2 PC players will be forced to link a PSN account starting this month. Helldivers 2 PC players will soon need to sign into a game with a PlayStation Network account, making an optional part of the game mandatory for everyone moving forward. This requirement was originally planned for Helldivers 2 when it first launched, but due to technical issues and an early success of the game, developer Arrowhead postponed implementing it, which I think really kind of helped because for a majority of people who play on PC, they don't play on PlayStation, and so why would they need to create this account? I think this change going forward, I don't know if what they're gonna do to try and stop this or whatnot. Obviously, it wasn't really that big of a deal in the first place because they were able to have huge success without people signing in through Sony. I don't know if this is their way to try and like stop cheating in the game, even though it's a PvE game, or I don't really know. I mean, they say it's for security reasons. They have like a post here this was on Steam, but it's like I don't know. I Let me know what you guys think down in the comments about it. Is it really for security, or is it just because Sony's just trying to have everybody signed in through PlayStation? They say one thing, but it's kind of like you have to watch the actions, as with like anything. I mean, people could say whatever they want, but you really have to see what's going on to see if they're actually being true to their word or not. And then, of course, I mean, this article just goes on to basically say that it's going to be a requirement and people are not happy because if you come over to Twitter, this is the original post. It says Helldivers, an important message from our partner PlayStation about account linking for PC players and its significance in providing player safety features. Again, I don't like even reading the article here. It says it plays a critical role in protecting our players and upholding the values of safety and security provided on PlayStation and PlayStation Studios games. This is our main way to protect players from griefing and abuse by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior. It also allows those players who have been banned the right to appeal. Is this because they don't have their own banning and their own security system? So if that's the case, then what have they been using up to this point? Because I really haven't heard too many articles or Twitter threads or anything about people abusing or griefing in the game. I don't know. Unless I could be living under a rock, I have not heard anything about that. And so really this comment right here pretty much just sums it up. It says, I don't have a PlayStation account. I don't want a PlayStation account. Are you telling me I have to have a PlayStation account? And that's my thing there. It's like, for all the people who don't have PlayStation accounts, are they just supposed to make one? Is this some way to kind of like inflate the population, if you will, of PlayStation? I just don't. It doesn't really make any sense to me. It really doesn't. It seems like they should be another way to provide support for the players who don't have PlayStation and don't want to create an account. Because for a lot of people, what one more account to make is like, why? We have so many accounts for all these different systems. I mean, for the people who have both, I guess it's not that big of a deal, like myself. But this is really for all the people who don't have one. It's like, why? To play one game, I have to create, like, I don't know. It's just, it's that, and there's also the whole thing with it being like a security thing. Again, nah, I don't really know if that's true or not, to be honest. I'm sure this would be very well received by PC players, and everything will be smiles and rainbows. I mean, as you can see, I mean the it doesn't have very many likes. It has a lot of comments. The likes to comments ratio is not great, not great. And this is PlayStation holding back of gamers again. I mean, this is yeah. PlayStation has always been one of those kind of. I mean, they release good games, but when it comes to like, how would you say this? Player I don't want to say individuality, but player freedom in terms of what they can and can't do with the game. It's always been a little more confined, if you will. That's why it's always been a little bit harder to kind of mod games on PlayStation. Well, I mean, even Xbox nowadays with the newer systems for both PlayStation and Xbox. But it's always been a like one more step to kind of get around. You always have to jailbreak the PlayStation in order to do it. Whereas with Xbox, at least back on the 360, you just had a USB and it was fine. So, I mean, they've always been kind of just confining in that regard. But yeah, this is. I don't think this is a very good or a W at all for Helldivers. I think this is pretty much an L all the way around. But yeah, like I said, just let me know what you guys think down about in the comments about it, because I just wanna hear what people have to say. But yeah, anyway, that's it. So if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and I hope to see you guys around. Peace.